Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. This is Jeremy with Fleetwood Patch. I just kind of wanted to show you what we've been starting on. It's been a really long winter, but surprisingly after that, what happened was we got a lot of wind. And by a lot, I mean almost every day. Um, Red flag warnings almost every single day here. We've had a lot of fires. You've probably seen that on the news as well. It's just really dried everything out, and it's just very gusty winds, anywhere from 20 to 60 miles an hour in some cases. So we've been kind of having a late start as far as getting everything out goes. We're still recovering from the big windstorm we got back in December, which kind of destroyed our fence. And you can probably see behind me, we're still trying to get a door for that. But yeah, we're not going to let it stop us. So let me kind of show you our first pre-garden tour of the season. Definitely one of the bigger disappointments was what the wind did to our lime tree. It just tore all the leaves off. That's how strong the wind has actually been. We're lucky today. It's actually been a calm day so far, and we're hoping that the summer goes on that we'll start to grow some leaves back on this thing and get it producing again. I did get some paprika peppers in this morning actually, and I'm going to grow those in containers this year. I think they'll be a cool little addition there. We do have some flowers that we're starting to grow this year, mainly for the bees, but it's a start. It's a start. It has been warm here, but I'll tell you right now, anything can happen in Colorado, so it's always best to wait, I think, until after your last projected frost date, especially getting the warmer crops out here. You might have seen in the beginning, we decided to get a couple fish to put in there, just to kind of add to the serenity of it. These are basically just little feeder goldfish. Got them for about 10 cents each, but you know, they really add a lot to it. Of course, the girls have been doing really well. They're laying quite a bit, pretty much every day now. Even the copper morans, which, you know, I didn't think they would lay every single day, but they pretty much have. And they made it through their first winter in Colorado and came out with flying colors. It's almost like they're built for this. They did very well. No heater in any of the coops this year. We just kind of piled it up with a lot of bedding, and they did great with it. And right here is kind of the beginnings of our little fruit garden. This is our currant bush that we planted at the end of last year. I was skeptical if it was going to come back or not, but lo and behold, there we go. In fact, I think if I kind of zoom in here, yeah, we're starting to see little buds out there. So that's extremely encouraging. And then the bare root strawberries, ordered these out of Oregon, and man, did they take off. Did not take them long at all to get going. So we're looking forward to this filling up and getting some good fruit this year. I wanted to show you guys this. So we decided we wanted to start doing our own compost. So place that I work, they had an empty barrel, and I decided to take it, scrubbed it out really well, made sure there was nothing in it, and just started dumping compost in it. And I'll tell you, it's been doing really well. We put some compost worms in there. This thing was almost to the top, but it has really gone down. The worms have really attacked this thing good. So compost should be hopefully something we don't need to buy anymore at this point. Now this bed right now, there's nothing in it yet except for the honeysuckle vine that we're going to have going up through there. Just planted that last weekend. But this is all going to be tomatoes. The reason I haven't planted anything yet is because, believe it or not, we're actually forecasted possible snow in about a week. And anytime you hear that, it's best just to wait. I mean, a week is not going to kill your tomatoes. I know a lot of people will say, well, I'm going to start getting tomatoes inside if I don't get this out. But trust me, it is definitely worth waiting. If you keep it out and it frosts, it's going to stunt those things more than you realize. So we're going to put a few more flowers in here. This is the Calendula that I got from Baker Creek. Absolutely fantastic. Each flower has been a different color, and it's been so cool to watch these things. I think I definitely want to do more of them next year. And then we have the chive bed. As you can see, we actually have flowers getting ready to bloom. And we got a couple bulbs that are coming up as well. Sounds like we got a girl in the back there that's upset someone's taking her nesting box. And we got some lavender that we put here. Lavender is great for this area just because it does get so dry, and lavender really thrives off of that. This is all going to be filled with sunflowers once it's warm enough. And guys, look, the bees are doing fantastic. They've really been busy, which is great to see. They're going in and out. I don't see any signs of a swarm or anything like that, so they're doing great. We got raspberries starting to peak back up again. A lot of this is a work in progress, definitely. We're still waiting for those really warm temps to get everything out. We got a little bit of mint out here. I don't think it's quite ready yet. It's not quite warm enough yet, but it's almost there. The tea garden this year, we've definitely stepped up our game and put a bunch of perennials in there. Lupin, I think you could probably see some chamomile there. Just many different flowers, and it doesn't look like much right now, but I'm really looking forward to when this thing is in full bloom. It should be really cool to look at. So some of the things I did finally plant, I got leeks down in there, and I actually got the Walla Walla onions going. And we planted corn about a week ago. I'm hoping pretty soon in that little area there we should start to see some stems and stalks coming up. We're going to be growing, it's like a blue turquoise looking corn, and it is just gorgeous to look at. And I really want to use that for cornmeal this year. And then we got our buckets. Nothing coming out yet, but what's in there basically right now is sweet potato. We should be seeing that coming out fairly soon. I would give it a couple weeks before we start seeing any sprouts, but I love sweet potatoes. I don't know anybody who doesn't love a sweet potato. This is just an empty tote right now. We're still trying to decide what we want to put in it. We have ideas, but for now we're just going to leave it empty until we really get things going. And this is one of my favorites. This is the gooseberry bush. We just got it last weekend, and already, I mean, we got blooms getting ready to come out on this thing. I am so stoked to get some lovely gooseberries going, maybe get some gooseberry jam, which is fantastic to eat. And in here we have our Egyptian walking onions. They're finally starting to sprout up. And I'm curious about these. I've never grown them. I just planted them at the end of last year with some bulbs, but they definitely survived it, the winter, so hoping for a good crop of these this year. One of the things Krista did last year that she was really looking forward to was planted a lot of bulbs, and here's kind of the results of, her labors. Here's just one container that we put some bulbs in. A lot of good catnip, not only for cats, but bees absolutely love these things when they go to flower, and we're hoping that'll get them some good nectar, some good pollen, and kind of help sustain them through their first year in the winter here. I know it's been kind of a rough start to the year. So much going on. We're still kind of dealing with COVID on the back end. inflation just unbelievably out of control right now. And I really think we're heading for a recession by fall. But if you haven't done gardening, any experience with it, I would think this is the good year to probably try to learn a little bit more on it. I'm not one to tell people, okay, we got disaster heading our way, but I will say it's a good idea to try to grow as much food of your own as you possibly can. It's just going to save you a lot of money in the long run. Plus, it's very rewarding just to grow your own stuff. I've always eaten every vegetable pretty much that's come out of my garden, whereas if I buy it at the store, it kind of sits around a little bit. But give it a try this year, you guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. You know, keep growing, keep experimenting, see what you got, see what you can grow, see what you can't grow, see what you'll eat. One of the most important things of all is you got to make sure that whatever you're growing, you're going to eat and store. Learn about preparation, learn about storing and canning and dehydrating. All of that stuff is going to be so beneficial to you, especially in the wintertime when we don't know what's going to be on the grocery store shelves or not. Make a plan. Make a plan and make sure that you can follow through with it, and you'll have some good food for the year. So I'm really glad it's finally warming up. There's something really therapeutic about when that brown dead grass, the plants that look completely just barren, when it starts to come back and you start to see that green again, it's a very, very healing feeling. And I am really happy about the direction that this garden's going. I think we're really in a good direction as far as the variety we're planting. You know, last year we mainly did vegetables. Well, this year we got some fruit that's going to be coming up too. We hardly had any flowers last year. Well, we're going to have a ton of them this year. We have to, for those bees. The pollination rate obviously is going to go way up as well, having the bees. Our neighbors right behind us, they have a hive as well. So pollination, I don't think is going to be much of an issue this year. But we're excited, and I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I've checked in. Life's been a little crazy, what can I say? Work has kept me busy. I have a son that's actually graduating high school in a few days, which I am so excited and happy and proud of. And but I'm hoping to keep making these videos for you guys. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Please like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, this is Jeremy with Fleetwood Patch saying, you got this. Take care, guys.